seek out relationships with Black women. I know sometimes it can just be a very neutral personal preference. But as a Black woman who was sought out by a white man who had an entire room of his little art gallery or art studio that he painted in dedicated to painting Black blood. And he was like obsessed with like Black women's bodies and hypersexualizing them. And then I was being fetishized, I just thought, oh, he just likes me. I'm very, very hyper aware and always very curious and just aware of the fact that if you're talking about people that have been told from the beginning of time that they are the standard, especially they're the standard within the patriarchy. And then you have a group of women who have been told and who are living in a society that believes that they are not the standard. What happens to bring these two groups of people together? And sometimes it's because
at the sugar.
We're talking about white men. Sometimes it's because they are really outliers. They're not like what they have been taught to be, whether that is their religious practices, their sociological beliefs, their moral beliefs. Sometimes they have, just developed themselves in such a way that they're able to see outside of societal norm, and that proves them not to be attractive to whomever, right? And sometimes it is because they are actually I'm always paying attention to why people seek out the relationships that they seek out, why some things are considered taboo, some things are considered completely okay, and that goes from everything to looking at why some people like to do things like polyamory, and why certain people like to and seek out people of certain races. Now, I will tell you, in some situations, you just have people that come together and, see something in each other, and it's great. For me, the best experiences that I had with white people when I was in school, and we were able to connect based on like projects and stuff we were working on. So it was a mental connection that happened first, and not necessarily a physical connection. But I have never looked across the room and been seen by a white man and him be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, and him have any sense whatsoever. They have always been the most devious, ridiculous motherfuckers that have ever walked face together. And if you go back to that clip that I played about the white guy saying he doesn't like Black women.
The best thing to make any meal. You're gonna love it.
Here's the gift everyone wants, even you. The new Instant Latte.
Experience?
Sorry about that, guys.
BFF now is credit cards with no due time. Get locked in your credit card without proof. Even now with the Experience app. Experience.
This is sex. They're smooth as sex. Sex and sweet sex. There's shower sex. Sweet sex. Hard sex. VR sex.
You ready?
Yeah. Group sex. Solo sex. Phone sex.
La 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 la. Yeah. Girl, you know when had that outside window. Yeah.
That's different. So I really have had this conversation with white women before, saying that they only date mixed race Black women, and they stay away from full Black women or Black women with very, very Afrocentric features.
Excuse us for looking the way we do.
A lot of people were like, oh, she's a Black sister, he was a Black woman. And I thought, how many white men have you talked to? If you talk to them, you would know that for a lot of white men, a mixed race Black woman is completely different than dating a full Black woman. So a lot of people were very impressed with Harry, like, oh, look what he went and got. But I was like, oh, of course. If he's going to date out of his race, he's going to be a white mixed race and not a darker skinned Black woman. Could you have imagined him taking a dark skinned Black woman up and making them fucking color? They wouldn't have even lasted a year. They would never make two friends, in my opinion. By the same token, you have some white men who are only interested in dark skinned Black women because they have to be the smallest.
That's how I make my.
The skinniest.
That's how I make my homemade cranberry.